New York Wrestle Media.
Welcome everybody to a debuting episode of New York Wrestle Media Havok, the show on which covers all things related to wrestling video games, anything from years past to new and upcoming. Your host Jay Santi here has been playing video games for years, but even still, I've been playing wrestling video games just as long as I've been playing those. So I can tell you that I've been here for the early days of pro wrestling to the WWE 2K26 of this year. Gosh, I got to tell you, day in, day out, I've been sitting here trying to figure out what is going to be the best way for me to showcase my love for wrestling games. And you know what? I said, why not just do a show about this? So much so that here on New York Wrestle Media, Havok, we're also will be covering a 2K26 universe series. We'll see how the CPU generates its universe mode. All I'll do is I'll just do a little this, a little that, but yet for the most part, the computer will generate everything and see how it plays out. Let's see if it could be its own GM and its own promoter for not only the Raw and SmackDown series, but let's say we'll throw in other promotions in there as well. So for this week's episode, I want to cover the gameplay of WWE 2K26 as well as the showcase mode featuring CM Punk. Just to give you a quick synopsis of what my thought of the gameplay is or how it's going so far for me, I have to say that the gameplay as control wise has gotten so much better from years past. I think that although there is certain nuances that have differed a little bit, such as being able to put uh, your opponent up against the wall a little different, up against the ropes differently, positioning them at the edges for slamming off a Hell in a Cell or stages and such like that. The controls were pretty much as simplistic as it's been for years past. The one thing that I can say is that I know there was a lot of outrage going on about the stun and fatigue aspect of the game. I myself did struggle with that for a little bit, but I can say that the best part about having to deal with that was the fact that all you had to do was pretty much go into um the meters and go and do your own adjustments. And that's exactly what I did there. I was able to stabilize it because honestly, it was unforgiving when you had to deal with the stun factor and the fatigue factor. It was not being beneficial for you. Other than that, playing the game so far has been fun. I've been able to do some things and look at some stuff and certain nuances of the game that just have been uh, new for me to see during the game. For instance, the facial expressions on the wrestlers are so important this year. I've noticed that a lot of times when you're seeing a reversal happen or when an opponent is taking pain, you can see the face how it differs and how it grimaces or the look of shock or the look of pain. I've been very much entertained by having to see that play out whenever I'm in a match. Also, I've also been very interested on how the ragdoll mechanics has been working. The ragdoll mechanics has been cool to look at, has been fun to see, and now that finally it's not on last gen editions anymore. Now everything is on new generation editions, no longer on the PS4 or the Xbox Ones and such anymore. We're now seeing but the capability of this game and how far they'll take it. Thankfully, as well, they've opened up the forum for more images, more creative wrestlers. So yeah, this can be a really fun game to play when it's fleshed out all the way through and through. Also, I have to say that um, when it comes to the replayability factor, I'm all in it. I'm all with the shits. I want to come back for all the smoke. So I'm very intrigued to see how deep I'll go with the game to see it. It gets to a point in time. Sometimes I just get to maybe around 4 or 5 months down the line, and I'm just like, I'm done with this. I kind of don't want to do anything else with it anymore. But this game is actually having me come back, except for the CM Punk showcase mode, guys. When I tell you that I did not know I was going to have to bring a lunch for this showcase mode. CM Punk being my favorite wrestler of all time. Well, one of them, because it's a revolving door for me when it comes to wrestlers. But CM Punk he is up there, always on my top five at least. I was very excited to know what the showcase mode was about. Uh, you got little spoilers and such about what was to come, but when you finally get to play it, you get the pretty much his career as well as the what if factor of the showcase mode. When it came to the gameplay, this this mode was unforgiving. And I say this because they would set you up with such horrible moments after the video package, after the slingshots, that you would need to ensure that yes, the fatigue was off balance and the stun was off balance. There'd be points in time of a match where you need to be ensure that you are going to be able to counter a move in time. There were a couple of spots where the fatigue was gone, and if you didn't press that triangle button on the PS5 at the right time, yeah, Seth was gonna hit that curb stomp and the match was over. And once you get hit after that, it is pretty much match over. I'm sorry to tell you guys. It was daunting for a long time. Brock Lesnar matches, F5s, it all became just became problematic. So much so that, listen, I'm a man of a certain age. And when I get to a certain point of frustration in my life, oh God, please, this Rock match as well. Ugh, this was unforgiving as well. When I get to a certain age in my life, I say to myself, this ain't worth playing it on this level. As a matter of fact, I've become one that I said, I'm just gonna sit there and play a game just because I just want to play through it. So I'll put it on easy. I am not ashamed to say that. I do not have the time to sit there and play on a certain difficulty mode. I got shit to do in my life. And sitting there trying to win a showcase mode for CM Punk is not one of them that I need to finish in my life. So I immediately put it on easy mode. And yes, it got a little bit easier, but still was daunting until I had to, change the balances and stuff. I was pretty much entertained by the what if matches. I love that he not only took legends in which he wished he could afford, but also those that he admired very, very much. And it's one of those moments in the game that actually is touching. And the woulda, coulda, shouldas were left in the air for us. But the showcase mode has been one of those that is not for the faint of heart, and you will, depending on what setting you leave it on, and the balance you are, will seem to get a bit frustrated about it. I did not do the gauntlet. I did not care less. I couldn't care less. I actually I just went and took it and finished what I needed to finish. Didn't have to do anything else, and I was good. I got all the rewards that I needed to get. As per the rest of the game so far so good. I'm going to do another review of the game. Part 2 will be more along the lines of the creator wrestlers. That'll be coming out shortly as well. And I will be doing the My Rise aspect of the game. So make sure you guys check that out as well. And yeah, I just want to, yeah, let me let you guys know too. The standard edition is out. I got the standard edition because I wanted to collect it, but I also went and bought you know, I went and bought the 160, 171. I'm just ridiculous. It's whatever. Yo, yeah. Much more down the line for me to give to you guys to cover this big release of this game that's out. And make sure you check out New York Wrestle Media's Havok. We've got more content coming out of here, more shows coming down the line. And as always, check you guys in a sec.
Sit, turn type, sit. Good boy. Ruff.